There's a bunch, there's just a bunch of guys. I did, to be honest with you, I just didn't like them. I mean, and these are famous people, and in real life, they are dickheads. I mean, assholes, and I'm about you know uplifting. I've always been that kind of motivational person, and when you meet these people in person, they are fucking dicks. I mean, just assholes. You know,
Like who in particular? Like, and would this be like politically they're doing stuff? Like,
no, they just wasn't nice people. I hate Hulk Hogan. Hulk
wow,
Hogan,
okay,
he was a dick. Uh, to me, he was racist. He's a dickhead. He was arrogant. He walked around like he was prima donna, and I didn't like him. And I'm sorry, I'm about to make a bunch of fans mad. I'm about to say this, but I hate Ric Flair. Ric,
wow,
Ric Flair was the biggest dick I've ever met in my life, and I heard him say, I heard him say something very racist about the No Limit Soldiers, and he didn't know that I was listening to him, and I'm not going to say what he said, but he said something very racist, and now, when I see him, and he's with the Amigos, and he's with Snoop Dogg, I'm like, oh, so now you like us, you know, now you like us, but back, back then, you know, it was a totally different story.
wow. So the two biggies, the two big dogs there, Hogan and Flair, not a fan.
Well, it's no secret what Hulk Hogan is. I mean, everybody know when his daughter started dating a black guy on a reality show. That's why the reality show got canceled. Because it's what he called the young man, and I mean Ric Flair. That's not no secret. Yeah, I mean Ric Flair, in a lot of people's opinions, one of the greatest wrestlers ever. Yeah, it's cool, but and what I heard him say personally, I just never respect him for it. It's just like when I was in Japan, I was on a tour bus, and the tour bus driver was telling me a story about Andre the Giant. I don't know if you heard about him and Bad News Brown got into it,
Yeah, yep,
and he was making racist jokes in the back. And people, you got to remember, Bad News Brown was a bad dude
yes,
on the
yes,
street. He was
yep,
he was the first American to ever win a judo medal in the Olympics.
right,
His brother
yep,
was not to play with, and they say Andre was making racist jokes, and he told the guy to pull over the bus. And Bad News Brown got off, and he told Andre Giant, "Get your ass off the bus." And all the wrestlers on the bus was telling Andre, don't get off the bus. He's gonna hurt you. Andre, he's gonna really, really hurt you. So it was, you know, but Bad News Brown talked about it.
yep.
And but what he used to, because he's passed away now. A lot of people think being famous is fun, and it's really not. You know, um, if it was so good, why so many celebrities have mental health issues? If being famous so good, you know, why Rick Flair's alcoholic? You know,